Hello, it's the Retro Dandy here again. So I've not made any progress on the PC Engine thing yet. That's going to be next week, but I thought I'd just make another video just to look at something else I recently picked up. Now, I got one of these lovely Retrobit Tribute 64 controllers with the aim of making an N64 build on a Raspberry Pi. Now, anyone who knows is N64 is a tricky machine to emulate. It doesn't really... It had sort of lots of custom chips and things like that, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass to get working, especially on a Raspberry Pi. Now, it's functional on the Pi 4, bit of overclocking, stuff like that, but it's still a bit hit and miss. And if you want things like retro achievements and libretro cores and all that stuff, you know, it's some games will work and some won't. So I've been trying it out on the PC. I finally mapped it because, again, N64 controllers, they're weird. There's nothing else quite like them. They're very unique. This is a sort of a third-party solution. They've changed the shape of the controller. It's very comfortable. The buttons are nice, but it's yeah, mapping it is a bit of a pain. So I've been messing about with it. I finally got it working in RetroArch on the PC, and so yeah, I've been trying it out with GoldenEye and stuff like that because my PC can handle the N64 no problem. So we're going to have a quick run through this controller. I'm going to tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and I'll just sort of try it out really, and we'll get a game running and see how it performs, you know, how it is in action. Okay, so we're going to try this out and see if this works. So I'm just going to test out the controller quickly. So this it feels like it kind of feels like an N64 controller, despite the fact it's a completely different shape. The analog stick is more like a GameCube stick, which I quite like, but there is a bit more travel with it. Because of that, the N64 stick felt a very particular way. So it doesn't replicate that, but you can get used to it, or you could probably readjust the settings, to be honest, in Emulation Station. It's supposed to work with the Switch. I've not tried that myself, so you know, it could work with Mario 64 now. That could be really good, but it's a bit of a pain to set up the controller in Emulation Station. If I figure out what I did, I will share it on the video at some point, or may do another video about it. But anyway, so yeah, quickly run through it. It feels the same. The analog stick's a bit different. The D-pad's very close to the B and A buttons, but that's not going to bother you too much, I would imagine, unless you're like a big Mischief Makers or Yoshi's Story fan or something like that. But I tried it. It seems okay. It's not too bad. But the muscle memory kicks in with all the C buttons and everything. It feels really good. You got your L and R, and these are both Z. So you can configure that however you like, but it's really good. It does have what looks like a slot for the Rumble Pack. I think this is the same mold that they use for the actual N64 version of this controller, which I believe has all the features of a normal N64 pad. So, you know, you can put in Rumble Packs, stuff like that. But because of that, on the PC version, or the USB version, there's no Rumble built in. There's no way to add it. So, you know, if that's a deal breaker for you, you might want to look elsewhere, maybe at the RAFnet adapter you can get online, which is supposed to be very good, and it replicates, well, it allows you to use an actual N64 controller and Rumble Packs and memory packs and everything like a native N64 pad. So, you know, that's probably like the best option you can get to get actual 100% emulation, because apparently even the Switch Bluetooth ones don't work very well, or they're not quite the same as the N64 controller. But yeah, otherwise the price is great. It's about £12–13. They come in a range of different colours that sort of match those IMAX style N64s from the late 90s. But yeah, like I say, it feels like a good controller. The quality's good for the price. And you know, you could easily get 4 of these for the price of maybe like one of the Bluetooth N64 controllers from Nintendo, which, you know, that's value for money. That's 4-player N64 stuff right there. If you know, if you're emulating, or if you can get it working with GoldenEye and the Switch, you know, that would be perfect. But yeah, as it stands, I recommend it. Really, just that the only con really is lack of rumble. But otherwise, it's a quality controller, and I can't recommend it enough. But anyway, until next time, happy gaming, and take care of yourselves.